Bibi no friend Yankopon, bonsam ni ho, saman ni ho, baye ni ho. It's all zero. Say Yankopon o ho ampada ni ehu no. It's foolish idea. Holy Bible is the naughtiest, the stupid book ever. How can you tell me say God gives you wind or air to breathe? Where is the evidence? There is no supreme entity or any spiritual thing that is responsible for anything. What is there is there must be an indisputable evidence. Don't just take it. Omo Bible no ba say e be kire akwa bi ye friend God. Na say akwa no bo wiase nyina na kan Bible no a ma ne bo no ofre hin. Say president me wo power pa masa me twa na kire ma pa. Enfo ni nkoto Nyankopon so sa akwa bi wo wiem ono na ode ba wiase nti ono na be bo you wasting time. Masa be before you Jimmy o.
Bedas memo akwaba sonko kwanso krampo e de oba Nature TVGH wadaru mo obuo ene ani di kwanso first time na so hwe me a consider subscribing say de be ya de bia me post video pe ubenya be no afili angza enya sam ketu krampo today enye fedi agro se ba agro a me ma wo sere e ba any other thing me ma wo enjoy ba na de e ya adesua isan se me ne Asamoah yawo ena esim konwa ye ba bi sua de papa oti me nchen minim se wa hwe ne videos bebre na wo social media TV so ono nkwan wo adwen bi nimdie bi a eye enya common eye new e ma yen ye generation o se nyame bi ani ho empenfo se kakun sabe ye gine kwaku anu ntime ko dada ho na ye de nkomo twetwe ni nyina no akohwehwe so dada
yes sir
mo akwaba
Majuso abrante.
Bibi abako de.
Well, sene da me kan no. Asamoah me nyare so me ntiapo.
Ne di nti na o yare na ntiapo.
Me ntiapo ne sense say enyine no me nka say mu nyina aye boko.
Okay.
But you know, me nantia na me chia me transfer this me transfer check akrakwa na me to yam ya. Eti eno akoye yade so nya yade.
Okay.
So ti Mentiapo, but Minyari.
Medase. Down say your generation, my man can say 1980. My man can say, oh, the man for 1970 cry, baby. Oka say, Nyamini Hua. I mean, you're quite sorry, you go sorry demo, a sophobic bray, your church and say, there is God. But all of a sudden, we say nyame bia ni wiase, nyame bia ye nyusu ya adwen den wada Roma. De di kan. Ye kase nyame a de ni nyame e de ma.
What be your question?
Me dance. Me first question no.
Me nyano.
Me ani.
Sir, what de kwa dwunjunu mu ya? Anka musam. If say within your friend coffee me boy. Sir, I could have been the best 7 years or 9 years. Busa say within coffee na say say. But me a chance ya na me boy.
Me din coffee. Okay, I meet me.
What to me?
Meet me.
Coffee ye be ma ye won fiada. Ya santi memo ha kan memo. We ye be ma na ye wu fiada ye frɛ coffee. But oh my me no papa be to me the wato. Kodonsia. But Kofi no is assumed to say, it will meaning. Until papa no mammy, ye wo no Nyankopon, woman church you must say when your friend Nyankopon. Eh, obre. Nina say, Dudo no, nipa dudo no wo wiase no, ye musa bibintiase.
Okay.
Ye funny trouser, you know, a frame Kodjonsia, no afansa Kodjonsia. A chill corner be say in Kodjonsia and saying, to me, Chichimu. But Kodjonsia, ye bear my own brother.
Okay.
Now, San Quadano so Tosunsia.
Okay.
Oh, Demetri.
And at Yatiasi.
Yeah, and my own tears into Musa Kodjonsia, saying, What me a church? Me a catch us in young coupon. bibi e friend Nyankopon wo ho hene ho no kire baby abetumi from A to B.
To B, sure.
Say
it has a destination.
Destination. Young Cambro here.
Oh, yeah, bet me.
Encrofa, woman, share way, no more.
Almost Brofo teaching BBI.
And he says, one to me a musem. Now we get to send a catcher or no. Say no arguing your set here. It's a terrible mistake. You know, most people don't ask questions.
Okay, so that is why you are here.
Most people don't ask questions. Now you're asking me, what is God?
God.
God means something or someone that has infinite power and infinite knowledge. Let me repeat it. God or Allah or Nyankopon or whatever, it means something. It can be anything. Or someone that has infinite power, power beyond everything and everyone. And also knowledge, infinite knowledge. He knows or she knows or it knows everything. On this planet. Whatever is coming next week, next year, next 1,000 years.
Previous, present.
If there is God, this guy or this thing has infinite knowledge. He knows exactly what is going to happen every second of that thing. So, by God, you mean something or someone that has superpower, super knowledge on this planet. You know, we have lots of planets. The moon, sun, Jupiter, etc., etc. This particular planet, Earth, that God, if there is a God,
if there is a God,
if there is a God, that God knows everything about this planet.
Okay.
That God has power to change anything, anytime. God has knowledge that there's going to be a tree here.
A crash, explosion.
Every damn thing.
Okay.
God is supposed to have infinite knowledge and infinite power.
Over everything.
Over everything.
Sure.
He can make everything possible or impossible. In other words, God can just make me dumb. Asamoah, you're a nuisance. You keep disgracing my name. Henceforth, you will never open your mouth to talk. And God knows I'm going to say this.
Even He knows that you come to say all these things.
God has knowledge of what I'm going to say. If there is God.
Okay.
Do you really understand? Are you following me?
I'm following you.
If you go to church, the reason why you're leaving home to go to church, the path you will take, whatever words you're going to say, everything, if there is God, He has access, knowledge of whatever you're going to say. If there is God, every word that is coming from your mouth, He knows all your problems. He doesn't need to test you for anything because He knows you will fail or you will pass that test. God knows everything ahead of time. Everything.
But He still does. He knows everything.
No, but I'm saying if there is God.
But there is, and He knows. Megusa amene dada yetwetwe nkomo na monkrofo no omoje omokane a yeguso a yetwetwe nkomo dada ntina mebusa o se ede ni nyame ye kase nyame a ene de ade wo wankasa wa wo de ade foforo bi ba wi ase nyame ni ho no ye kase nyame a ene sen ena na wo kasa se ye kase nyame a saa nyame no senka wo ho a de ye nim no kobo mpae ma no wo ho a anka bibi ebesi obi asibia no ko behu obi be yare obi bewu obi bebia anka ni na obi hu ena na mebusa ase na saa nyame na yenim no onim saa nyoma ni na.
Well, then I did the one dance here. So I gave you a friend Yameno. Yeah, walking. When you mean now, then I did the one dance here. Say some may be Kenya minimum.
Oh, the member the meditating one dance and say, "Oh, mammy, farmer, or bomb me."
Coffee, please, and for women. No, that's not good. How can you tell me, say, God gives you wind or air to breathe? Where is the evidence? Now, support what you're saying with indisputable evidence. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
To say that there is God that created air, where is your evidence?
Until when a boy air.
Well, that is another question. Now, you've been to school a little bit, right?
Exactly.
And I did not even finish high school or middle school or primary school. Yeah, I have no certificate for that. But out of curiosity, I get through every damn thing. Yes.
To acquire all this
To
knowledge.
acquire all this knowledge. When I was living in 1965 to London, I was 22 years old. I didn't have a single certificate. I was a tailor. Yes. But I want to find out why God.
It's the African's priority, the whole world. Everybody talks about God.
Well, let me explain something to you. The element or the thing called God is supposed to be a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go through history, you will see that there was a time in human history on this planet Earth the human beings did not understand anything that is not man-made. For example, human beings did not understand why it rains, why the sun shines, why darkness, why wind, why water, why trees, why ants, animals, birds, fishes. Human beings did not understand anything. I'm talking about thousands of years ago. But they thought that since we don't know who created plants or birds or fishes or animals or humans, since they don't have any evidence to say this thing created this, human knowledge was almost zero. They thought there was something in the air that is responsible for this, something in the atmosphere, up somewhere that we can't see, but it's there. Human understanding of nature was zero. They didn't understand anything. So they thought there must be something there. This plantain tree could not have come into existence without someone bringing it. That is what they thought. But Kofi, seriously, human population begin to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it grows, human knowledge begin to expand, gradually expand. Human beings try to find out the source of life. Plants' life, animal lives, everything that has life. Human beings began to really find out, is there really something or someone in the air that we can see that is making all this possible? Really? Is there something there? So that thing that people thought was responsible for all these natural things was given name by every culture. We have over 7,000 cultures in the world. One of them is our culture, Ashanti culture.
Ashanti.
We have the others, the English, the Welsh, the Irish, the Germans, the Ionians, over 7,000 cultures in the world. And every culture had a description of that thing that is responsible for all of these. Even though we don't see, we are not sure, we have a feeling there must be something in the air responsible for this. Hold on a second. That thing is what everyone give it a name. In Akan, we call it Nyankopon or Chediampon. Ebi friend Allah, God, no more. You know, that thing that they think is responsible for all natural things. They didn't know, but they thought there must be something there. That thing was given a spiritual kind of characteristics. So, as human knowledge keep expanding, we began to understand that this Earth, this planet Earth, has 5 basic elements.
Okay.
That is not available in other planets. If you go to Moon, the Sun, Jupiter, all the rest, these stars you see in the sky are all planets, but they're so far, that's why you don't see it. You just see it glittering. This planet Earth, where we are, there are 5 things that makes it unique.
Okay, before we come there, I want you to tell us how people came about knowing all these things. There are 5 elements, there are stars. How did human beings get to know all these things?
Out of curiosity. Out of curiosity. They want to find out. How? How?
So how and how? I mean, like how?
Well, like you and I here in Ghana, our brain is not efficient. We don't explore. People are exploring. This cell phone that we're using, imagine someone created this by applying, taking this, taking that, and putting them together, and it got something like this. The shirt you're wearing is someone's idea. All these computers and everything is people's ideas.
So before we proceed, you want to tell us that there is no supreme energy, there is no God? Is that what you were trying to say before we proceed? And I keep asking my question.
Yes, but yes.
I want to know the but.
Yes. There is no supreme entity or any spiritual thing that is responsible for anything.
So which one?
What is there is human intelligence. Now listen to this carefully. Every being, by being I mean human beings, animals like birds,
sure,
or ants or lizards, or every being that has a head,
okay,
has a kind of organ inside the head. It's called brain. Okay. You and I call it
yeah.
Every creature that has a head has a brain. That brain's duty, the only responsible duty of that organ, there are more than 3 billion systems in every organ. The brain organ, if you notice, most organic matter that has head has the eye attached to the head, has the ear attached to the head, has the mouth, the nose attached to it. These organs connect direct to the brain. And when the brain gets to see or to see it, the eye is for looking. It is the brain that sees. It is the ear that hears sounds. It is the brain that listens.
Okay.
It is the brain
that
smells. It is the brain that tells you the taste is sweet or bitter.
Okay.
So the brain organ gathers information and stores the information and processes information. If that body needs some action, the brain will tell you, based on information that is stored in here, the brain will tell you, do this, say this, whatever.
Okay, so Pacho, you better also. Baby at the medry. Obi say brain no hears what when the boss our brain no hears this. How did that one to come to existence? Like the brain, the eye, who actually sat down and create, look at how our fingers are like. I mean, everything has the air. I mean, our pennies, our eyes sees, the air. So who actually sat down and then created this? Once you're saying there is no God.
Why created? Kofi, if anybody tells you this thing or this one created that brain or this creature, there must be an indisputable evidence. Don't just take it. If you read any of my books and you just accept it without really doing critical thinking of what I'm saying in the books, you're not being human, honestly. The difference between human beings and non-human beings is that humans have a quality brain that supersedes all other animals. Human brain organ is far efficient than all other animals.
The human brain.
The human brain is far more efficient than any animal on planet Earth.
I think the dolphin is the second.
Well, no, you're making a terrible mistake there. If you take every species, creatures in the air,
Sure.
and you search, they are all having brains.
Okay. Every creature.
Every creature has a brain.
Okay.
But if you take any group of creatures, like birds, and you want to find out if they have brain or not, you see that every one of them has a brain. But some are more brilliant than others.
Others are limited. Okay.
I'm saying this because of you mentioned dolphin.
Yeah.
You know, someone did a research, and research says that if you check the brain efficiency of all flying organs, the most efficient creature in the air is the parrot. The parrot has the most efficient brain organ among all flying objects. Check it on Google, you see. They checked all flying creatures and they found parrots as the most efficient, the most intelligent flying creature.
Out of their research.
Out of their research. It's not been disputed.
Okay.
Now listen to this. And then they say, wow, if you go to Australia, there are some type of parrots there. If you go to Europe, another type.
Africa.
If you go to Africa, if you go to Americas. So there are several different parrots in every continent.
Asia.
Yes. Then they conducted a search among all the parrots, each from each continent, to test which one is far more intelligent than the rest. And they found that incidentally, the African-based parrot is far more intelligent than all parrots in all the continents. It's incredible. You check it on the net, you see. All flying creatures in the air.
Diana the tree na Abraham.
Well, me person make a tree no. Nkrofo the tree no in English, but
with the young fafa.
Yeah. Ako in obi search kyerɛ sɛ enko nyinaa wo wiase no enim nyansa se na aboa bia wo tu fa wiem.
Okay.
But enko aya ya wo Africa ha no omu brain no are so efficient. Juma more sene enko no wo other continents. Wow, African parrot. And omu consume rivers and seas and lakes and almost tested all fishes, all waterborne creatures.
Out of researches.
Researches.
And then be never so be
that big coffee and then I make sure so one fee more no and caso be say aqua be friend young couple wim on no bone nipa no funny sir childish. Honestly.
We have a large land. I mean earth. How did that one?
Well, no, who feel more ube hono. No, honestly, me feel much sir. A nipa a far more intelligent. Sene, and one yina. Now ye nipa group ni si hwa. Ya wa hodo be na na se no.
Okay.
Ya Broni, ya China ni, ya Indian ni, ya African. And then Australia, Omunye tuntumana from aborigines. All the features but me my friend say yeah four different human species on planet Earth.
Okay.
So we search anthrophobia search among the birds and fishes and land creatures. We are searching among humans. Ubahuni said one of the humans is far more intelligent.
In terms of the brain.
The brain quality.
Okay.
Is far more efficient than other brains.
And only a continent, Benya.
Well, no, I'm not talking about continent here. I'm talking about racial differences.
Okay.
And it is found also, sir, non-blacks are far more intelligent than blacks.
There's a white, the Europeans.
Move to me a canisa. In other words, the English ni bejinaha, China ni baku bejinaha, India ni baku bejinaha, near the Ghana ni baku bejinaha. Near Tessie brain efficiency. It will prove, without doubt, to say, the most efficient one is the Englishman, the brain.
I know a body moon, she
my main chill. When me fifi moano, dem kohuni and say, how come say you na nipa? Your brain and need every feature, yeah, qualified to be a human being. Now, a brain no different than others. The difference before 1850s, yeah, now human knowledge, you say the bigger your brain, the better your intelligence. Before 1850s, yeah.
1850s.
1850s, yeah, which is about 200 years. Now human knowledge, you say, was size, no. Compare with its proportionate body. In other words, your friend say, elephant, elephant brain, no, associating nipa there. But over the elephant brain, now any size, no, any brain that the trinity. Isa.
Okay.
What you say?
Kakraka,
the brain, no, compared to its size, no. You would imagine saying, "I say brain here be but over brain size, no, not what they compared to the size. It is just too small for that creature."
Okay.
What am I saying? Now, human brain, no, over to me in the same proportion. So the size, no, and measure intelligence, and you're good.
So, but 200 years coming there. No, coming say
yes.
You so I dream this one. And it just say
brain this one.
It just when you answer.
Yes, it's a who will be in this one. The things are oh, we're brilliant. But then you who say,
wow.
Sir, ye obroni brain. Na ye kofa bibini brain. Na ye table so. Say ye ho adwuma. It is incredible. Say bibini brain no bibidra ho. Ti say watade ye hwewe. Ti say de hwemi.
Yes, sir.
Bibidra a be before brain. Most. I'm talking about most. You know, we best a million black people be jina na you will be a brainer. Most about 90% your brain bibidra ho.
I don't know anything.
What do you mean by Asamoah conclusion? But Obroni there no sad dey na bi nra ho.
Research.
Yes. Check it on the net.
Obi oti oye chindifo be ka so ye research obi ko.
The dra bibini there no ho e bi nra others ho. Your friend neuron melanin.
Neuron melanin.
Yeah, nerves or neurons. Neuron melanin. A big dra bibini brain ho, and not only the brain. The nerves ni nyina electrical system of the body no. For neuron melanin ni dra. Most are before neurons ho. Including the brain organ, called brain lobe no more. Neuron melanin is full of it. Again, there's an engine below the brain organ. The engine, control or a process information, in the brain. The friend substantia nigra. Substantia nigra. Substantial mean huge, big, nigra, black, dark. Master, Obrani dia no antisa. Yeah, that's it's so crazy. All I'm saying is that your nature is different. Your brain not capture information, a process information, not command the human action. Yeah, you're different.
Bibi katahun.
Bibi katahun. Uko inside all the 7 lobes. Uko inside.
Babroni de.
Bibi katahun.
Kase nti na ma abrofo no.
Well,
function more in terms of infrastructure, business. I mean everything.
And no,
develop.
And no, there are so many professors and researchers on this issue. And what they come across is that they don't want to tell the whole truth. Or maybe the truth is told, but I didn't come across it during my research. Now, there is a cell, human cell, or organic matter. Every living matter, I was a cell, your friend melanocyte. Melanocyte will nipam bibia wa life bia melanocyte cell melanocyte wa black person mono o produce niema p it is other melanocyte in other organic matters by ya de no niema miensa bi o produce no melanocyte wa other racial group no it doesn't produce the same thing.
Like seriously
masa me no me no different no. Now listen to this. Melanocyte produce melanin. Melanin no the nkrofo body da no
minim say wabobodi neuron melanin ne ade obi won mo bekwa akoya research nti the opposite can nyina ne say human brain human brain is one ma abrofo dey different from blacks na eno nti na ama yentimi read the blacks yentimi nyanwoma bebre say o hwe akra ne so to etim yiri I mean like ye sabi impreduasa obeso che say as before ye jimi ana say
okay. No, I'm person with a question. So we are yeah. The person changing and say by nature and moi share and Kramaya Hodo, several types of dogs. Yeah, coffee say time in Papa, but they're mentioning and say melanin the man can read. There are 3 types of melanin. But when your friend few melanin, PHEO melanin, and then a skin color and a brown dark.
Okay.
There's another one called EU melanin,
Okay.
And then my hair texture, hair to set upon. So, but the third melanin, your friend neuron melanin, it is found in all the nerves of all or most black people. In other words, the best 1 million blacks begin how being a best 3 or less than 10. Yeah, only neuron melanin be. And I almost be cracky to be. The most of us know before me suspect say neuron melanin what your brain in a nerves in and then suppress your brain function.
And suppress
into me my brain in your quality.
Abrofo de ndi saade ni bi.
Ebinim enti wo hwa me evidence ni say anima wo ha nyina obroni na ye camera obroni na ye
Mikey
watch ye show watch your boy everything is obroni
but be need me nyat saade ni bi
because brain no what the
suppressed
and you efficient
limited
it is an entry brain any aponchi brain woso omuntwa kwa mo bo nantwe bekosi ya ohwe ba bia o ni brain in efficient but aponchi be left and right no one can say it's safe before.
Wow. Okay, that we will get a part 2 of this interview. In fact, part 100 of this interview. But that the church, God, Jesus, and then I mean, asofwe debia Jesus so yen ko bom paye ni sanwuma no.
Yeah, so this yeah. Well, I read it so. Well, a hono you see yasanti memo ha. Church in some name Holy Bible ni Jesus ni adon. Before 1896 ni bi wo yasanti memo ha. Ni Holy Bible, one single Holy Bible in the whole Ashanti region.
In Ashanti region.
Yes, before 1896.
Ba na nipa etse ho. Eye bibia didi.
Yes, some ye bosom. Ye dwen se bibi wo wiemu ya ye de born na tie ye bibia. Ye name betumi communicate.
Na woji bosom di.
Oh, it's all nonsense. Titi hono ni enti bibia se no, ni enti nature se no.
Okay.
Na ni dwen se bibi na masa de ni nyina. Sa de no. o pass it through here. Who is you be saying you train here near friends some popo where and I object to communicate with that thing you need hono. But you what must say? Bibi any ho, but they thought to say Bibi wo ho. It's so crazy. Obroni did the Bible by 1896. And go on by chichiri and him for nina dom coast shells. 64 of them. Yeah, ye new leader we shan't memuha. And now omo Bible. Ye de baha. Ye be see a sordan. Roman Catholic Church, Roman Catholic School, Methodist Church, Methodist School, Presby Church, Presby School. Omo Bible no by say be kira akwa be a friend God. Na sa akwa no bo wiase nyina na kan Bible no a na adwon say you see there's something called God who created heaven and earth. Now God on cry who dwon ho a hwan e bo no no free hin. We brani ana bibini what you saying? No de den no de bo soro ni asase. Ono bo nipa bo mu ne nyina. Yesi nipa kra no de nete no de nwene no ano hom gu no so. Onwene nte se ne ono sitie che say God no o tire wo hwen ni bibia na o de nete nwene saade no te se ono a no hom gu so na crash ne sorry. O busa question na ono kra no yebrani ana we bibini. Ana Adam kra no sorry no de mfiese. No yakwara na penina na akokra na said people don't want to question these things. Every damn thing is questionable. So Nyankopon ayade a me describe it you say wo tumi sunu bibia ana obia wo nimdia sunu obia na bibia anka won mo Adam no nkoye garden ma sa Adam trim a chain no odwene sa Adam be here partner o ma Adam die no yin mfimpra. It's nonsense. So when you am pan ko nim say Adam be here be ma so obo oban be ma the same time
because onim
ahead of time okoye garden no say kojo Adam dia we mfansa nka Nyankopon kasa onim say by armies de ense be kadua no. It's foolish idea. Holy Bible is the naughtiest, the stupid book ever. But people don't want to read to understand because book no say your faith, your gidia say bibia atwo bia na holy.
And komu sa me emfa ya adwin ti ase.
No, what the critical thinking come on. Bible is stupid.
Spiritual understanding.
Jitum say you holy. Who down at the hill sumi ase hom no. And eboa wo. Kofi who dey say us adumo. Oh, master, it's so sad. Me I feel so sad.
Da wonye sure say working kind books be na ma wanya nimdie bi.
No, they making wo dey say nimdie no American nya fa kwadwendwen mo he. Say Nyankopon no ho ampa da ne ehu no.
Papa. No.
Me papa me mama bibia. Say Nyankopon no ho a onim de beba o chen na de chen nyina. Ne hwe nkwase asema bi di ni diri ye. Asofo dinkrofo ye je collection. Now it's just nonsense. Your president was so cathedral, God's house. What? No, it doesn't make sense. Bibini, most of us, yeah, Jimmy, honest.
So, I mean, are you blaming Bibini before?
Well,
because so blaming you now, make me no be your problem because what I would say, by nature, no, our brains are being suppressed, limited. So, who do you blame?
Well, your nature no. Na ntwe Jimmy no ni nature no.
Nti be before Jimmy.
Aponchi nyansa no ni nature no. And yani your nature no. Your brain no enye efficient.
Okay, that me ade we unyi ni say on Bible nim stories in baby room say ye kese nkrofo bi unyi so say because we are being cursed. Blacks are cursed intina by God.
Why say God o curse ye? Ono boy. Wonim so curse ye ho be kire. O pese ho kire ye. No, please, young man, ya fa kwadwendwene mo. Bible munsema ya tron there, it's just crazy. And I have read all of it. 31,173
You've
verses.
read all the book?
Yes, 31,173 verses. Makai nyina. My kind 5 times over.
Maybe you didn't get the spiritual understanding.
No, me be faith in if you ho. I want to use my brain to read it. Se nyankopon pa wo ho bo nipa dasani a adentina akwa no eduru mebe wo so wonu nkura so bo nipa no apam nipa free na setram wo bebo nipa no so ye nyame ampa wonim se mrebi beba wo be wicked what one you wicked ni kura free Master before you Jimmy and na kwabrechere kwa all cathedrals are converted into hotels and bedrooms and prostitutes for short times. Yes, cathedrals, 19 or 20 of them in Europe, converted. Who president who be see cathedral Ghana. And kwada in school crowd down ko tremu nsuade, yetenuase na esuade. Who be see nyankopo fie. The president me wa power pa masa. Me twa na chiri ma pa. Wanya papa is a terrible leader.
Okay, why a penny wrong?
Yeah.
That is our age in saying
80.
80 years. Video internet never lies. This video will never be deleted. Omo beba and chinchinchi sebe imprediasa. Ibiana we film now.
Oh, me dey anche bi o chi dey say masa.
Ne das. Ye nyina akra ne bia na eni asase so a. E dey na obeka che you to a eba. Dey na opese wo ka to ye trim.
Yeah.
Dey na opese ye sua free wo ho. Ye dey kwa dwunji.
Okay. That's a very good statement. Yeah, me pese. Obia wo tie me bia ma. E frema Asamoah. Me any other person. Me just ordinary human beings. Only say me brain organ no. Me tumi hu say me de ensempa hye me brain ni mu a. Me ne ye be papa.
Okay.
Me de ensemfun hye me brain ni mu a. Me ne ye nyina be ye fun. Enti bibia ya me di hye me brain mu no se mahunu ade no. Mate asem no, mahome ade no, me katre maka ade we eye mame. Brain no
camera ni.
Brain na accept. Some de some function. Some de aduane a me pa ni say jollof rice. And every day I have to eat jollof rice. Man need jollof rice and my buada.
Okay.
Master, why jollof rice no ingredients a woman it's not good for my body. So me dinner every day, occasionally me dia but to make it a habit. I was say brain no to me catch you say aduane we ya we dey no yaw. Body too much for the body. Also di nuane body no ehia more vegetables, more plant-based food, processed food.
That
Emrante ninketesi amutie me. Dia me kan nyina ne say amenu a dietary mo no. Ye na be before no. Amenu a dietary mo enya efficient. But are possible sir. So feed the brain with quality information. First of all, also in your plan in life. Say me 20. Never say maybe 30. Namoha, maybe 40. So only plan that we are now flow to the air.
Africa, we African, yeah.
Well, whoever you are.
Okay.
So we need purpose in life. Not we are say what is a by me to the atunsium. In Framabona, not the in a consistent position. Feed your brain with quality information. Quality information. By quality information, I mean information that can make you progress, that can make you better, can make you feel good and live good. Don't feed the brain with stupid information.
Like
Religious information. Religious information prevent you to be critical thinking. When you believe in a faith, you have faith in a religion, you cannot do a critical thinking with faith. The two are not compatible. Take away all religious beliefs and just live a decent life, pursue a goal all the time. Every damn thing is possible in this world. Everything. There's nothing impossible. If you want to do something, just seek information about that thing. Keep the information in the brain and start processing it. You will achieve the goal.
Okay.
And for one thing, so sa kwa bi ono no do be wi ase nti wonna be bo you wasting time. Titi hon na brain na adwene brain no e papa nim hwe no o mu fa ase nyankopon. Bibie no we nyankopon bonsam ni ho, saman ni ho, baye ni ho. It's all zero. There's no evidence.
But there is evidence that the brain...
With the brain, no. If you feed the brain with quality information, everything you do will be quality, because that's what the brain knows. It processes it. 1 + 1 - 2 divided by 3
can give you this.
Can give you this. And for her, you move about Jesus Christ, please, you say, me, Hunaman, you are many Hunami, Jesus. And then I am. You're foolish. You're being animal. The difference between human beings and animals is that human beings are more intelligent. We are more critical thinkers. Human beings are critical thinkers. Animals are not critical thinkers. Or should I say, animals are less critical thinkers than human beings. Human beings are more critical thinkers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do understand.
So try to feed the brain with quality information only that can give you progress. Only. And throw away all this religious nonsense. As Anchrophobi benya be rich, wakwaya juma swati, kosiada wanya be 5 cities or 1 city. Now they come suffer. Some kind Bible, Book of Numbers, chapter 19. Or say, I saw a film, I saw a dine, the house of my presence. Me the Bibia Asher, Levi's inside. Aaron is head of the Levi's. Me the Bibia Hanisa. So be the Nanche Bechami, Odan Bechami, Sika Bechami, gold near the Bechamia. Levi's. One Mamma Sasibia to say other tribes, no. One Mamma she, media sorry, Homsa. The Baba Chasser be an odia. For her, yere no ma, no acetra. A chessa collection of yaw one genius. Even in the Holy Bible, it says it is for the priests, pastors. What's the only communion coupon? And then all the trump about it, no.
I know tintin.
I know tintin say no, see fear, no, the cam, would the trot on a bedroom, or the bassory. Eh, give me some more.
Ubanso and Sanju, who's sick.
Why no about one, nephew, if you're a 4 for him, will be up again, sir. And then I never was, 1,000 cities. Oh, 500 cities. And there's a 200, no be up again, sir. Over 200. Oh, what do you mean, young couple?
Damn, I'm Miss
Ramo, they're making you answer. Asamoah, the entire Miss America answer.
Yeah, Pekra.
Your brain, no. Are efficient? To me, Juma. Even though you're the as efficient as a brofodian. But so feed the brain with quality information of your desire, intention in future, quality information about that particular goal no person achieving. You will achieve it by all means, and you'll be happy, comfortable. And when we move for Bible saying, wow, you're wasting your damn time.
Okay, maybe so last question. Ata that my share de kakra. Men ka say me share de kakra na me research is interview me obi ba say ye wa haban bi time ewu. O de kan body a eye say, o ye say haban. Me person me busa say the use of herbs are the edijuma spiritually. You see, you have been one of my that's why a bema would do my back, would be petty, would you see fear, bema do my back. Then no, you did you call a year to me be was annual than God. Maybe
by nature, every natural matter, and I be our life be in Habain, New Abanum, near is all natural products. Was every natural organ biano, it depends on natural products. And tatia ye di natural things. So ninetie and no man di natural things. Nsiomwa yeni nipano. Natural things no say keep you alive. And haban so konya haban body haban na se won wi na unya hotwa. Ana so bia ye experiment say ukote sa haban we. Now, Pusa, now the year ha a base. It's proven.
Yeah.
And then I was say depend. But when you catch you say, Nananam Saman for an idea to Samin Coti. And Timatea Habana Mouse, so near Mompai and friend and Anum Sahabai and Wall. Was you? There's nothing like that.
Oh,
master, it's all nonsense. The camouflage name, they say, I saw for the name camouflage. Yes, it's all camouflage.
Oh, for you.
No, Abrantia, Nessa media grow. Me, son, now, my dear bears 19. Miss Miko Pesica drew, oh, what a Kwame. Yes, quite a Kwame. Minimum of her. Yes, I could Pesica, we tell her for. Hey, master, serious power. Omo me awi akoko fresh akoko life chinba yeswe ye de entumi awi no mo ahye ya hye no ayi nsenso ne de bodua ne nniam ne be kaikra ho ne de amaye se ye ba ye dwom ni no yesra no pa na se awia the sun right awia no ba ye ko gina awia no na ye hu sa no aka I so le sia ya hosra sisiga pass on dry esman. Of course. She can't be but to say, Massa, 6 months here, who capre. Because she a magic in Sukan, me be chosen to see a bear one.
You betray.
Oh, David. No, you see, Nipa be been because the brain in your fish in the crowd. Bibian was so no jetty. Oh, Miss Ramo, I won't find home some mobra. And yet. So, obi haban dia okay, haban found some medicinal quality. But say bibi to say nunum. Me son me na no oye your friend Dudo. Nunum amako and a suru sanum ni ade. Oh, kwanse mu anopa bia no Asamoah me na msore kane. Na me de kusi jaso. Obia be sore no. Me anom. Yeah, it's you.
Me na pia.
Bonsia. Yeah, bonsia.
Bia na ehwe bia mama.
Yeah, bonsia no bia anum. Ukasa onuma awo me na obamu anum.
By force.
By force. Now, I train am jin hu say ni nyina dro. And they know me yet the same thing. First thing in the morning for some years now, me nom warm water and a war. Tablespoon. A war full. I'm the good warm water glass, no, basic glass no sukatra. Minimum first in the morning, and then the man first in the morning every day. It helps me. Minyare ti ade anum ni niema basa na da.
Yeah, mananti ali.
Mo de wo be di dokuno ne yi
fried rice ndi.
Asa ko he ma me no aya wo ye koko no, ane ne dokuno no. Ko he ba bi wo ye no. Ne batin chen kotie fi ene wo ye koko.
Da obi si me musa question we na me njao obi da no asundai osundai a na watu kwan osundai a no ayi sei mpacho betimi a che kwan anipa obi kwase wasundai ma na bem ohun se osundai 3 days time ene si ampa osundai na wote came ampa 3 days time pepe no bi abeche ne ka me hu bi da mati bi da empacho eno nso no how like
we no ma fefi mu pa daye de mko hunu ye ne se the brain organ no a ekra nipa bia absorb information eduru stage bia na lobes no bi ayema
okay
na brain no ama body na weak
okay
no anikum obamu adabe 5 minutes or even 3 minutes bo so what does say kojo ada utonko brain no and our command body to relax so na be ya obetumi a process information no e wo brain dia hye ba bia or say kwhye deny dan ya nikum no a brain function brain in the command body no
say enkoda
na ekoda na say brain no de cells na the information e kwhye ba bia ya say history information sha na body information sha na the thing is about that cell need this information e ko no. During that process, I be pass it through so many information. Now, I dare bet you know, because Kojansia, many na cool school, near form 3.
Wow,
I don't know about me dying. Just that process now, selling the information you call. I pass it through, but they do a while. Would die Yania okay? I do a bam day, boy. I know Nama Kaiser, BB says he pain, the brain was information, and I reveal actual. But, I did about Quan, up to now, me just say human intelligence or say explore. And say, what should I can tell you to say? What you have, Opia Bontone, what's so called? Na kai bi ba kunso ba girl yes wo is we say na kana bon pau ade chi wo sare wo ba adwuma this same thing happen and you wonder why ade ba me daim na ye de ni ka se me ka chense no around ko so say aga ka bi babo sa dreams no about reality no human intelligence into church yet. My favorite mupa say
that
what
makes eno man nyame wo ho.
Oh, Kofi amfa no mem. And which say we don't understand it. But so bakachem say nyame and the mass hadn't yet possible. I don't think it's what nyame na say papa. And I home na say. And I say so be na to do obi na aye no say obi na bom bia no ni ade. No, please don't say that. Do you born in your dinner? It's all camouflage.
That.
Me say, what to be paying? See a bow do you but tangible evidence. Me kind misa opening be near we and Chibian and Bewe. And now, Penino worry some years later. Yes, and a year no we what is young. And on Bobona money. Akose wa wudi dada muso wotesunyane yeso akọ ware wo ho awo
da kase
ana panini ofa ka obusebusa ya so okosunya akọ hwese no kra okochin the entire sunyane wo hunu onko hunu ni pamba bi ote obusa this oya wo hunu ne yire no ya owuye no yeso akọ ware awo sunyane ho so but any many be wo ho what here please don't take it like that. Also, maybe we are suspicious. Question everything before you say yes. There is. Make sure that there's a supporting evidence. Say there is God. Don't just say there is God because OBC and my kind book could be. No, please verify that. Make sure it is before you say is.
All right, so for me, Asamoah, me dem friend Asamoah preocupe.
Me yona na wait me. Me mano ketwa kura di 37. And I penene di 52. Me wona nanso already 33.
Na say nye small gene.
Well, me gene kakra.
Okay. 80 years.
O frame na na nye bad.
Me na na.
Everybody do bom di Asamoah sa.
But then
I don't give a damn, man. You're from Asamoah. If you didn't party, I'll cry. I don't cry about you, friend.
That trust me.
Oh, yeah.
I wish for minute Asamoah, I mean, I'm not preoccupied. And education common. So, person in the interview, we have now a journalist blogger. That was only interview. Just call me, and then I'll give you my money. Not interview. Sana, I can. Meeting Eddie and Kenya Chanakra.